Articulation Radio. Articulation. Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of Articulation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org.
These are three of the news headlines and events I saw today, Friday, June 4, 2021, when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. Additional COVID-19 restrictions to be lifted today in the state of New Jersey. Ex-White House counsel Don McGahn to testify before House Judiciary Committee behind closed doors at 10 a.m. in Washington, D.C. And, among other days, today is National Donut Day. Deals and discounts can be found throughout this day at multiple donut shops. Those are three of the headlines and news events I saw when visiting EliteValuesNews.com on your behalf. Be sure to head on over any minute within the hour because, as you know, so much happens in this world of ours, and the staff at Elite Values News makes it a point to keep you abreast of as much as possible. Head on over right now, EliteValuesNews.com. I am Joaquin Mann, reporting live.
Looking for the latest news? Visit Elite Values News. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines hourly. EliteValuesNews.com. Visit now.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to be here with you today on another fresh episode of Articulation Radio. Of course, we have for you in store a lot of great music as well as an interview with an author, the author of, I'm not going to even tell you. You know how I like to do you. I'll tell you after I play this song for you. How about that?
tenderly, kiss me tenderly, help me say I'd give up anything that I possess just to have him reunite. Mr. Magic, where have you gone? Mr. Magic, where have you gone? Mr. Magic, yeah. Oh, you turn me on. I threw away my pride, and I broke down and cried. I broke down and cried over you. But just like magic powder, you took one proof, and now I don't know what to do. Mr. Magic, where have you gone? Mr. Magic, yeah, where have you gone? Mr. Magic, yeah. You turn me on. And I wish I could feel it turn me on. You really turn me on.
ARTistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistreview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ARTistrevue.com. ARTistreview.com.
PeopleWarmer.com. Book your travel today. PeopleWarmer.com. Wherever you want to stay. PeopleWarmer.com. Book everything you need. PeopleWarmer.com. Go ahead whenever you please. And if you need advertising, marketing, and promotions, add on an S and head on over to PeopleWarmers.com. That's PeopleWarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com for all your media relations, public relations, marketing, advertising, and promotional needs. PeopleWarmers.com.
Today's episode of Articulation Radio was kicked off with Mr. Magic by Erica Johnson. And following that, you heard You're Not a Friend of Mine by Acacia Grace. Now, before I play Stripper's Anthem by yours truly, Goddess Sage, I first want to let you know that, of course, today's episode of Articulation Radio is indeed titled Bottled, Buckled, and Unbridled, not only because you will hear me interview the lovely author Venetric Faye of Houston, Texas, and we will discuss not only her book, which is titled The Diary of a Hurt Soul. We will also discuss her business, Nadori Couture. As a matter of fact, head over to that website right now, NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. That's NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. You can not only grab up your autographed copy of the Diary of a Hurt Soul in soft cover, you can also get it in a hardback too. And she also has it to where you can get customized designs of not only your own apparel, but she also provides apparel too. So be sure to reach out for your extra special apparel, but be sure to hang tight. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and roll that stripper's anthem for you, then bring on the Arthur Venetric Faye. But in the meantime, I want you to not only head over to that website, NidoriCoutureDesigns.com. I want you to also take a moment for yourself. People, when I tell you, you can probably hear it in my voice. You've never heard me sound like this before. But on this particular part, I wanted to be sure to not reach and bring you what it is that you should have, that personality. I wanted to show you me right now, because people, so much is going on in this world, and I want you to, no matter what, no matter how you feel, people try to box you in, people try to block you, people try to break you down. Even you may feel beaten, broken down, buckled over, bent, but I want you to make sure that your courage is still strong and that your passion remains unbridled, as well as, of course, your protection for yourself, your courage. People, do not ever give up the fight when you are the only one who is willing to fight to protect not only you, but countless others. People, do know that you will be enabled, even if it means that, yes, you may need to speak softly, moving forward to protect what bit of voice you do have. Be thankful for what you were able to accomplish, and do know that the other things that you need to do, be sure to do them. That no matter how much you're bottled up, no matter how much you're boxed in, no matter how much you're beat down, no matter how far over you're buckled, make sure that you also remain unbridled, and that you're not controlled, that you are not stagnated, that you are not stopped, and that no matter what, baby, you push through and you push forward, just like I'm going to do. And that's why I'm saving my voice to speak to this wonderful lady. And that's when I'm going to bring you what it is you're used to getting, that energy and, that personality. But right now I had to let you feel and hear my pain as well as my protection, because, baby, it's real. It's real. And I want you to know that, no, do what you need to do, what you can do, and, baby, do it to the utmost. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you need to do. And more importantly, don't you let nobody fuck you over. All right? Hang tight, baby. I'm finna play that stripper's anthem for you by God is Sage, yours truly. And then I'll bring on that interview, and I'm going to get it in with Venetric Faye for you. Head on over to her website, NidoriCoutureDesigns.com, and get it in for yourself. Grab up not only that softback and that hardback, but make sure that you get your apparel customized. So get it in, baby.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, JeffersonTaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, JeffersonTaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, JeffersonTaylor.club.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Phone lines are open right now at Articulation Radio. Call 312-899-6237. That's 312-899-6237.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Need help building a website? Contact The Conglomerate, 972-880-8316, or visit theconglomerate.work, 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 972-880-8316. Start your new business today.
Sincerely, I do appreciate the things a nigga put me through. Because of the abuse, I'm more creative from my point of view. In my clarity, I'm through blaming myself for that nigga shit you do. I choose to grow inside myself because I'm true to me. Now I see forgiveness is a tool y'all gave to me. The pain is like a prophecy. You see, I see, we see ghosts from the past. Shall I taste from this glass? I wish I could pass before my destiny I drink bittersweet dreams. It all seems as I lie awake in my bed, in my head, memories replay themselves like I'm waking up the dead. So when I think, I blink 1,000 times, I sink deeper, stay deeper into a mental state. I'm late. You're a fool if you think it's not a game. I'm a stripper, yeah, I'll dance for you in this room. Every girl is feeling the same. Gotta get that money. You're a fool if you think it's not a game. I'm a stripper, yeah, I'll dance for you in this room. Every girl is feeling the pain. Gotta get that money. Mama turned her head, I shed a tear instead of coming to my rescue. She fled and I said, Daddy, don't make me. I bled. It was my first time, but like a bullet through the heart, the pain led me to a vicious start. It's hate that saturates all my vital parts. I make a beautiful smile. It's fake. For every other nigga in my life, it's hate until I found my expression, my voice. It used to be the drug of choice that got me through the day. I pay for every single thought in my brain. The rain never ceased, but the rain changed to make condition. I lease or bend the rest I spend to defend my ambitions on stage. I'm the beauty and the beast. My rage stays locked in the cage. Next page. You're a fool if you think it's not a game. I'm a stripper, yeah, I'll dance for you in this room. Every girl is feeling the same. Gotta get that money. You're a fool if you think it's not a game. I'm a stripper, yeah, I'll dance for you in this room. Every girl is feeling the pain. Gotta get that money. So don't judge me, you don't know me. All you know is what I show you. I don't wanna know you. No, I just wanna know your cash to keep my mind off my past and on the path to my money. Nothing's funny. You're a dummy. A fake wannabe baller. I still take money and diamonds from shot callers and pearls. The girl, you know the game. No shame. My pain is like a shit stain on my brain, but I gotta forgive you. To be true to my name, it's insane to blame myself for bitch ass niggas in the game. No fame, no issue to you. You remind me of the pain received from my dad. It's sad to think every nigga's gone bad, but it's safe to assume you's a goon. Got me dancing to this tune, and every girl in this room in tune to the same. It's gang. You're a fool if you think it's not a game. I'm a stripper, yeah, I'll dance for you in this room. Every girl is feeling the same. Gotta get that money. You're rain down them 20s and rain down them 50s. I'm a stripper. Rain down them 100s and watch me get lifted. Keep raining down them 20s, raining down them 50s. Raining down that money. Watch me get lifted. I gotta get it. I gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it. I gotta get it. Gotta get it, get it.
If you are a savvy senior who's seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you, visit sittingroom.xyz today. The Sitting Room, sittingroom.xyz, where savvy seniors socialize, get event invites, organize among themselves, as well as obtain merchandise and get engaged to create new things. The Sitting Room, sittingroom.xyz. Visit today.
Being recorded.
Articulation radio people. I told you I was going to have her on, so guess who's right here with me right now? I have Venetric Faye in the house. That Texas Arthur from down there in Houston, baby. She is here to talk with us for just a little while about her brand new book, which people, you already, as I told you before, head over to Amazon if you haven't already done so. grab up your copy of The Diary of a Hurt Soul. You can also grab it up from her website, which is NadoriCouture.com. But people, we're going to get into all of that good stuff. No, I'm sorry, that's NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. So we're going to get into all of that good stuff. But anyway, people, let's welcome the wonderful author, Miss Venetric Faye. Venetric, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
Very good. And so let's dive right on in, and we're not going to hold you long today, but tell us real quick, right from the door, you know, we know already from the title, The Diary of a Hurt Soul, and we can see this beautiful illustration, great work that you've had done for your project, all of this beautiful writing. Excellent. Oh, my gosh. So my very first question to you is, how did you do this, especially at a time right now when a lot of people are saying that there are things they want to do when they can't do it because of not only COVID, but, you know, all the other things. And you've written a lot. This is over 40,000 words. How were you able to write this and put it out at a time when other people can't even claim that they can't even spend $30 for something they want to do or take out 5 minutes? So how are you able to accomplish something this big?
Well, I've been had this book for quite some time, and I just never really knew when it was going to be a good time to put it out. And I thought, you know, all this downtime that we've had, what other time would it be for me to go ahead and get my book together and put it out, since I've had it for quite some time. So I just pretty much tweaked it, and I would put it out. I was ready. It's my time.
And so you said quite some time. Tell us about, when did you start on it?
I've actually I probably have been having this book for over probably 10 years. And I just been sitting on it because I was afraid to put it out. I was afraid to, you know, live in my truth of what people might say. And then I stopped feeling that way, and I started saying, hey, I don't care what people say. I want to get my book out and get my truth out and live in my truth.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad you did, because even though, yes, it's your truth, it's your story, it's your struggle, it's how you overcame, it's, you know, you're right in the thick of it. And readers, you know, she really doesn't hold back on anything. You can tell when she's writing, she's not trying to sound a certain way. She's not sugarcoating. No, you're getting, and you're going to live these experiences. So I'm going to say as a disclaimer, for those of you who know you're faint of heart, this is not for you. This ain't, she didn't sugarcoat, she didn't skirt over stuff. She's taking notes, naming names. She's not playing. And this is all real. This is all a real story, people. So, you know, definitely my next question to you is, because you had mentioned how part of the reason why you had even put it out was for those people who have gone through similar things and they feel that weight on them, and you want to, you know, kind of empower them to be able to express. And that's the reason why you so put yourself out there like that. But I got to ask you, you know, and I hate to put you on the spot like this, and, you know, but I say, you know, let's just deal with what we know is the eventual reality, because with your telling so much truth, the good, the bad, the ugly, that happened in your life, for the ugly part and the bad part for the people who it relates to, are you prepared for the possibility that they may not react well? And are you ready to accept that it really doesn't matter how they react, because you did your part and you told the truth and you did it well?
Part of me cares and part of me don't care. Part of me cares because I know they're going to feel a certain type of way, and I really don't mean it to hurt them, but part of me really doesn't care because I want them to know how I feel. So I'm kind of like on the flip side, but at the end of the day, it's out there, and I can't let it bother me because that's what it is. That's what happened, and I can't turn away from it. Maybe they can, but I can't. So I'm kind of like on the flip side a little bit.
And now for some people who are like, you know, what you did is so courageous, they wish they could do that, but they're like, look, I don't want to, because I know to tell it the way you did, I'm going to have to relive it the way you had to, and I don't think I can do that right now, but I feel like I'm being led and pushed to tell my story. Even every time I turn around, my friends be telling me I need to write a book about it, but I just
can't do it. I can't do it. It's hard. I've been through enough. What would you say to them to kind of push them forward, to help them step out and not only walk in their calling to express for their own therapy, but to also give someone else the empowerment to do so?
I would say to live in your truth. For me, I should have been put it out a long time ago. To me, it felt like I was getting beat up every day because I've been sitting on this book and been sitting on it. And it's not a day that went by that I didn't think about not putting it out and it needs to be out there. So I would tell them to do it, because whether you do it or not, these years are going to pass by, because a lot of times people think, oh, I'm too old to put this out, or, it's too late to put it out. It's never too late, because regardless if you put it out or not, the time is still going to pass by. So I think you should, it's nothing to it but to do it, as people would say, but I think you should do it and get your truth out and be.
Yes, I so agree. Be free, baby, be free. Yes. And let me ask you this as well. Now, I know that, some people are like, well, look, I've written it, and it's not that I'm afraid to put it out, but it's just, look, I'm busy, I'm working, and, I don't have time to go through it. I've researched it. It's a lot of info out there. I just really feel overwhelmed. And plus, on top of that, I'm having to deal with family stuff, all of that. And plus, at the end of the day, I think maybe if I do even go through and put it out, it might not be nobody to buy my book, so I don't even know whether I should put it out. What would you say to encourage them, to help them go ahead and move forward and not let any outside influences deter them to, realize it's just for them, so to do it?
You should put it out. I feel that same way. I'm up and down. I feel like, okay, nobody's going to buy my book, or, somebody may read it and they may not like what they read. But at the end of the day, a lot of times you're going to get support from strangers more than you get from, your family or people that it may not, you may not reach the people that you want it to reach, but you're going to reach the people that it needs to reach. And that's how I see it.
And that's lovely, and that's confirmation of that, calling for it, because as we know anyway, not everything is for everybody, especially if it's good. Especially if it's good. It's not for everybody. And y'all, this is good. And for those of you who are just tuning in, you're listening to ARTiculation Radio, and I am Goddess Sage, and I am interviewing the author, Venetric Faye of Houston, Texas, regarding her brand new book called The Diary of a Hurt Soul. And you can get that book from Amazon. You can get it from her website for her business and people. That's what we're about to dive into next. So, you're tuning in at an excellent time still, because she actually has an aesthetic and design company where it offers some of everything. So tell us real quick, Miss Venetric Faye, about your design company. Tell us about Nadori Couture and that website, NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. What all can people get from there?
Okay. On my website, if you want me to design any shirt that you want, I can do that, as well as masks, as well as accessories. All accessories are handmade. I don't use anything to make them but my hands. But if you go in there, I can put anything on apparel, whatever you.
Wow. Wait, you said you can put anything on apparel, whatever they need? So do they send you their specific apparel, or do you have like a stock of apparel they can choose from, and then they can just upload their logo? How does it go?
It's up to them. I have inventory here, or a lot of times a customer may want to purchase their own, stuff of what they wanted, because that's the material they want to use. But either or, a lot of times I use my own inventory because it's more convenient for me than it is for them. But it's either or, whatever they want to do.
Lovely. And tell them that website that they need to go to again to get those exclusive designs.
www.NadoriCoutureDesigns.com.
And spell
or you can also look up.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can also look me up on Instagram as well. It's www.instagram.com/Nadori Couture.
Beautiful, beautiful. And will you spell those for them? Because
Yes, ma'am.
it's NADORICOUTURE and designs DESIGNS. Okay, people, you got that? And spell it again for them, Miss Venetric.
Okay, and if you go on Instagram, of course, it's www.instagram.com/NADORICOUTURE, Nadori Couture.
Okay, and then your website, spell that out for them as well, NadoriCoutureDesigns.com.
NADORICOUTUREDESIGNS.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Listeners, go ahead now. Don't let it fall on deaf ears. Don't be forgetful listeners now. Go ahead and head on over to that website, NadoriCoutureDesigns.com, and place your order, as well as grab up those designs, place your custom order, grab up a copy of the book directly from the author, because that way you can get an autographed copy, and that's way better than ordering from your favorite bookstore anywhere in the world or from Amazon. To be able to order directly from the author, get an autographed copy, get it sent directly to you. And while, yes, I know, for full disclosure that, yes, being that we're interviewing her here the first Friday in June, and we just missed the end of her advanced orders. It ended at the end of May 31st, so here June 1st. Everyone, when you place your order for an autographed copy, send in $25, and that's going to cover your book, the autographing, as well as it being shipped to you after it is autographed. So when you go to that website, be sure when you place your order for the book or any product, that you assure your address is entered correctly in the payment info. And if you don't see where you're asked to enter your addresses, enter it in notes. Okay, because that's the main thing they need, because they're going to have your name, but be sure you put your name and your address there in notes as well, so they know how to ship it, okay? Or if you're buying it for someone else as a gift, put that person's name and address in notes. That way she knows who to autograph it to and who to ship it to. But Miss Venetric Faye, my very last question to you is this. Of all of the different things, well, not my very last, because now that I say that, I've instantly thought of two more, so we'll just see how this goes. But anyway, I promise I'm going to be letting you go soon. I promise. But anyway, of all the things that you've gone through and all of the experiences that you've divulged within your tome, what is there that you would say to people is the one thing that is the connecting factor that kind of have helped you overcome and be so resilient, and to not just be a survivor of multiple trauma, but a thriver despite those traumas? So what has helped you to be able to be the you are?
To continue to be who I am. Like, even though I live in my truth, I have everything in my book. I have let people know how they make me feel. I'm very easygoing, but I'm also outspoken. I don't hold anything back, and whether you like it or not, me personally, I really don't care. But as long as I get it out of me, and how I feel, that's what matters to me. I don't hold back at all.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. And I can totally agree with you. I think that's that thing too, because at least we don't have that weight. People may not like it, but after all, we don't like what they did that inspired the very thought that, because we don't like feeling it, so yeah, it's best to know. So but it's beautiful to see how you have, despite everything life has thrown at you, I love the fact that you not only are still rising and still standing, but you are still thriving and you're still ascending. And that is something beautiful. You are truly exemplary. We wish you so much success with everything that you endeavor upon for the rest of your life, and especially with this project here that you all have released with the assistance of bepublished.org. You have done a great work. This is a lovely offering, and I look forward to any additional work that you have. Do you have other book projects or other business ventures on the horizon?
I do. I actually am. I plan on writing another book before the year is out. But I also have a makeup line and a lash and lipstick line coming out. It should be around the holidays.
Oh, very nice. Well, congratulations. And you are more than welcome to come back here on Articulation Radio at any time to be sure to inform the listeners about when those products are out and released. And, yes, we can talk about those at that time as well, and the book as well, when the new book comes out. But definitely if you have an event or anything like that upcoming, definitely come back as well to talk to us about that too. The door is always open to you here at Articulation Radio. We're more than happy to share our stage and mic with you at any time, so you're welcome to come back anytime. My question to you, though, before I let you go, I gotta squeeze one more in. What is there that you've not yet said to the listeners of Articulation Radio that you would like to be sure to express to them at this time?
I just want you guys to be prepared. That's my main key, to just be prepared what you're about to read. I've let, someone read a sample and they were in tears in regards to, what I let them read. So just be prepared. I'm prepared. I just want you to be prepared.
Yeah, and that's good advice, people. That's good advice. Yeah, because this is, like I said earlier, it's not for the faint of heart. And it's good for us to be empathetic and sympathetic and to be sensitive souls. But if you're one to wear certain things, it just really, you can't get past it. You internalize it. You really don't need to read this. This won't be, you will, because you literally, like I said before, she wrote this. She did not hold anything back. And you literally are going to live each of these traumatic experiences. So, again, people, like she said, be prepared when you read. And like I said, if you already know you're not strong enough to read this, and not that it's a weakness. No, it in itself is a different kind of strength. But I would say if you know that your passion won't allow you to move past a bad situation, even when the person who has lived it has moved past it, don't read this, because she has grown past all this, people. She has gone through it, she has overcome it, and she's sharing that last bit just to get it out of her. So please, don't take this on as your weight, because it's not even hers anymore. She did this to help you all see how you can release yours too, and she did full disclosure. So I promise you, even whatever you say, it probably won't be this much coming out and this much. So just know this is the example to let you know, the creme de la creme, that anything, it just, baby, just go for it. If you want to do yours, do yours. You don't have to have a certain number of pages or a certain number of words. Just tell your truth, and you'll know when you get it all out. But you're going to see how good you feel at the end. Miss Venetric, tell them, how did you feel when you, because I know you said you had written it a while back and then you went in and did some revisions and stuff. How did you feel when you last went in and tweaked it, add that last bit? How did you feel when you knew it was done and you had everything out? But tell them about that moment.
The moment for me was I cried. It was like a sigh of relief for just being able to hold all those feelings for so long and always wanting to put it out, but just, was afraid of how the world was going to accept me. I had a certain amount of word verbiage that I wanted to get to, and when I finally got to that part, it was just a sigh of relief for me. Even today, it's still I'm really in disbelief, but it's still a sigh of relief to me that it's coming out, that I don't have that extra weight on me. It's kind of like a different weight to see, what the people were gonna expect. And I thought about this today. I said, you know what? I really truly believe that some of my family members will purchase it and won't tell me because they want to read it for themselves and not tell me to see, just what I'm talking about. But it's really a sigh of relief for me to get that out of me.
Beautiful, beautiful. And people, you want that freedom too. You want that weight gone too. You want to tell your truth too. And people, I'm going to tell you the truth. After all, the easiest way to get everything out that you feel without having to be bothered with what somebody got to say is to write it in a book, because you can get it all out, and they got to read the whole thing before they can even say anything. You know, so you get that. So, yeah, so go ahead, do your dictation, do your typing, do your handwriting, type it up later. But either way it goes, baby, create that Microsoft Word document. Go ahead and go over to bepublished.org, pick your package, and make it happen, baby, because, yeah, they can put your book out 30 to 90 days, and you're totally done. So make it happen, people. You know, accomplish the dream. You know, go ahead and establish your legacy and become an immortal, just like Venetric has done. And head on over to Amazon.com, any of your favorite bookstores, even the one there in your local neighborhood. You can even have it to where you head on over to her website, which is best because you do want the autographed copy, plus you want to get your clothes hooked up. So go ahead and get that customized apparel and be on the lookout for all of the other things that she has coming as well by heading on over to her website, NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. That's NadoriCoutureDesigns.com. Stay tuned for some more good music for you. Miss Venetric Faye, thank you for hanging out with Goddess Sage today of Articulation Radio. Yes, ma'am. You know you got to come back, girl, so don't be holding out on us.
Okay.
Y'all hear her? She said, okay, now. I got some more cuts rolling for you, so stay tuned, babe.
Media Room 360 TV. Media Room 360 TV is a channel that has something for everyone, from world news, inspiration, programming for kids, politics, sports, technology, and entertainment. Media Room 360 TV has got you covered. Check out one of our shows today on Roku. Media Room 360 Internet Television on Roku. And if you need a speaker, head over to Media Room 360 Speakers at MediaRoom360.com. That's MediaRoom360.com.
On my upgrade, reminiscing about last way. Remember that we had a big fight. Maybe words didn't come out right. I wish that I was sober, and I wish that I could call her, tell her to come over, and wish that I could hold her. If I could turn back the hands of time, turn it back and make you change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Baby, there be no more lies. I would promise never lie. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, there be no more lies. I would promise never lie. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, are you gone now? Am I on my own now? Will I walk alone now? Not sure I can move on now. Tell me I'm supposed to breathe without you. The memories like a tattoo. I can't forget about you. If I could turn back the hands of time, turn it back and make you change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Baby, there is no more lies. I will promise never lie. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, there is no more lies. I will promise never lie. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise.
like more information on how you can be an eyelash artist? Call us at 314-560-1641 or 888-585-LASH. LashingOutLoudInc.com. You just heard Compromise by Matthias Andreasen. Up next is Better Place by Spring Gang featuring Aston Tur. Then you will hear Feeling Free by Jesse Lawrence featuring Lakeisha Nugent.
Are you looking for grant writers, technical writers, creative writers, academic writers, any kind of writers? Head to the Writers Consortium. Their website, writersconsortium.us, www.writersconsortium.us, the Writers Consortium, writersconsortium.us, for all of your writing needs. Think of it, they can produce it for you. They are the ghost writers to the top people.
Articulation Radio, thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Would you like a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
There's a sparkle in your eyes. I feel the warmth of your skin. Just the touch of your hand makes me tremble within. Love the smell of your hair. Lying here in my bed. Never gonna be alone. 'Cause with you, I'm finally coming home. I wanna be with you always. 'Cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do, and it's the smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place. Without your love, I am out of place. And without you, I am just a trace. I love you with all of my heart. Together forever, never to part. I wanna be with you always. 'Cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. Always, yeah. You are my world in every place. Oh, it's the things that you do. It's the things you do, baby. It's the smile on your face. Smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. A better place. A better place. It's the things that you do. The things that you do. It's the smile on your face. The smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. A better place. In a better place.
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have?
Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz.
For the first time in years, got my feet across the border from a land of tears. Ain't no way I'm going back under. Got my eyes in the wild blue yonder. Will lights be on the horizon? Let's go find out. Feeling free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cruise, free to sing, free to dance, free to give into lust and romance, free. That's what I wanna be. That's what I wanna be. Now things are moving along and I'm picking up speed. I'm singing my own songs and making ends meet. But good enough ain't good nor enough. When going for gold, then things can get rough. Will lies be on the horizon? Let's go find out. Feeling free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cruise, free to sing, free to dance, free to give into lust and romance, free. That's what I wanna be. I'm feeling free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I'm feeling free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cruise, free to sing, free to dance, free to give into lust and romance. That's what I wanna be. That's what I wanna be. That's what I
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there is only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.